Hi, I'm glad to see that you came back this week. How have things been since our last visit?
Oh, it's been all right. Everything's pretty much the same.
What has remained the same since last week and what has changed?
Um, I guess everything is pretty much still, I have a lot of stress and still have not not a lot of time to reorganize my things and nothing has really changed. Everything's still stressful. So,
So what I'm hearing is not a lot of things have made much progress yet.
no,
It's
no.
still leading to a lot of high stress for you. I
Yeah.
know that was your main point last time was there's a lot of disorganization between like at home and work and that was causing stress if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a lot to
Mhm.
balance and everything just gets all, piled up, things to do, and then physically things get piled up too, like a mess of whatever it is, my notes, my laundry, or my things that I need for work, and it's just very stressful. And I don't have a lot of time to even think, oh, now I'm gonna organize today. Like I don't have that type of time. When I have time, I just wanna relax. I don't wanna clean or, you know, do anything else.
Mhm. Nope. Totally understandable. So what I'm hearing is that you kind of really wish you would have the organization, but you really don't have the time because you feel when you do have time, that's time for you to be able to relax and not focus on the other things you're balancing in your life as well.
Yeah, it's just another thing to have to do. And I don't want to have more things on my to-do list.
If you could take everything off your to-do list, what would that look like for you?
I think I'd probably just, spend the day relaxing. If I could have like a day off, not have to worry about school or work or getting my millions of assignments done on time and, you know, be less tired.
So being like less tired and kind of being able to relax and maybe even you know, getting to the organization would be possible if there wasn't, the assignments and the laundry and the notes and such.
Yeah, yeah, it would be possible. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say whether or not I would do it, but yeah, it would be possible. I think I'd need a lot of time, you know, a lot of break time to even think about you know,
Hmm.
cleaning my room or my car or whatever else I have to clean out.
One thing to give you a big credit is I can tell that you are still very organized, even though there's disorganization. So you're really determined to accomplish what you need to.
Yeah, that's true. I still get everything done when it needs to be done. And then there's something else I got to do. So
Hmm.
it's just never ending, but I don't know. That's how it is, I guess.
How do you feel you would go about maybe changing some of the patterns of a lot of stuff to do?
Um, I don't know. That's really hard to say. I don't even know how I could possibly do less without you know, failing my classes or, at work I could slack off. I don't know if that would be a good idea though. So,
Does anyone in your life really comment on like the disorganization and how does it make you feel when they do?
Um, well, if anybody comes for a ride in my car, if I give anyone a ride, they're like, "What is going on here?" Because there's so much stuff in there, and I was like, "I know," but I don't know. I
Mhm.
guess maybe it makes me feel a little bad, but at the same time, I just like whatever.
Mhm. So what I'm hearing is there's the desire to kind of want to change, but yet at the same time, you know, everything is overwhelming to like
Yeah,
handle and balance.
yeah, it's very overwhelming. So it's kind of like, I got to choose what I put like my energy into, I guess.
Mhm.
Like, am I going to spend an extra 30 minutes working on a paper? Am I going to spend it relaxing? Am I going to spend it, doing laundry? Or, I have to kind of pick and choose what I can get done. And usually, like, schoolwork is kind of, you have to do it at certain times. So I try to get that done as soon as possible. And then by the time I'm done with that, like, I already went to work, I came home, and I'm like, I'm not doing anything else. So,
Yep, I can understand that. Definitely sounds like there's a lot on the plate there. Um, Now when you th so I'm just wondering how you would feel about maybe starting small with the change and then gradually building.
yeah, I mean, that could be possible, I think.
All right. Um, how would we how would the small changes be? Like, what would you be doing?
I don't know. I think that's the hard part too. It's like, where do I begin? Like, I don't know, maybe I could spend like 5 minutes instead of 30 minutes. Like, I don't know what I would accomplish in 5 minutes, but I guess it's a start.
I so what I'm hearing is just also on top of how we discussed earlier of it being overwhelming, it's also kind of where's my starting point? Like, what would I start with first? Because I have these other things I need to get done. Am I correct?
There's so many things. It's like, which one do you pick?
Definitely. Um, while there is many things, and I know you mentioned kind of dividing your time up.
Hmm.
Um, what would you think about maybe just flex you mentioned like taking 5 minutes.
Hmm.
That could be something where you could bring that organization in. Um, but other than that, I feel like we're really kind of getting to a good point where we're realizing how we're feeling about it.
Hmm.
Um, so my last thing would be, can you describe like some pros to getting organized? I know we've mentioned previously like lowering stress, but is there any others?
I think that maybe I might be able to get things done actually more quickly, if I have everything organized, and then I wouldn't I guess, get distracted so much because I get distracted so easily if I have things laying around. I'm like, ooh, look at that. Look at that. And then I get distracted from my original thing I was trying to get done. And then, it just takes longer.
Mm-hmm. And what would be some like cons or things that go against getting organized?
I think it'd probably be hard to like keep up with, and just hard to kind of get started.
I understand. So it'd be good to, get organized, things would get done faster, the lower stress, but yet at the same time, you know, what about like what needs to else to be done, and
Mhm.
at the same time, like it'd be hard to keep up with because then you have the other things that always would always come and kind of then you're right back where you started. Is that right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Um, so I think we made some pretty good ground today, kind of exploring the problem, disorganization. You mentioned how disorganization is kind of everywhere, the laundry, the notes, for example,
Mhm.
and it's kind of overwhelming because you have other things such as your schoolwork to do and kind of figuring out what time and how you're going to divide it. And kind of we went over the pros and cons of like kind of looking at how it would be if we were to change. But overall, I want to thank you for coming in today. You did excellent, and you are still highly motivated to change. I give you kudos for that.
Thank you.
And I will see you in 2 weeks.
Right. Have a good day.
You too.